Hey guys, what's going on? Bofeity here. I apologize for my voice. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I just wanted to get this little video out as Tripwire released a additional preview for the next major content release, which is going to be patch 1.3. They mentioned how previously they spoke about some of the new weapons that are going to be making their way into the game. The Mass 49, which will have several variants, one being scoped, another having rifle grenades, and I believe the last one would just be plain old iron sights. The Molotov cocktail, which I can only assume is an NLF only weapon, similar to a grenade. It wouldn't really make much sense on the PAVN side. Obviously, there's going to be more weapons in the pipeline. I think they just wanted to highlight that those are the two that are going to be in 1.3 specifically. More importantly, the post details upcoming maps to the game. The community map Saigon will be joining the official rotation, which of course we all know better as the custom map Black April by Tisa. This map honestly should have won the map making competition in my opinion, but Tisa got paid either way, so I'm sure there's no love lost there, I'd imagine. I'm not sure why they couldn't keep the name as Black April either, as they didn't change Highway 14 or Resorts or Firebase Georgina. But since they will be referring to it as Saigon, we're just gonna have to follow suit and go with that from now on. As part of the process of joining the official rotation, Saigon has been receiving some major enhancements, including map flow refinement, including reworking the entire church area, which I believe was objective B, improved attack lines, and giving more access to vertical spaces such as rooftops. Additional art as well, and performance optimization. The map did suffer from pretty poor performance, but it still was one of the most popular custom maps in recent memory, so I think everyone will be glad to see the new and improved version. The next map teased is just north of the city of Hue, where the official demilitarized zone, DMZ, between North Vietnam and South Vietnam lies, which was established following the First Indochina War. Following the length of the Ben Hai River from its headwaters to the South China Sea, this natural water barrier, enhanced with landmines by both sides, found less importance in the war's unconventional nature. DMZ is a reimagining of the classic Red Orchestra 2 map Mamayev Kurgan, providing intense action across a landscape blasted by artillery and air attacks. Now, if you recall the map from RO2, it was a pretty difficult map for attackers, with lots of trenches and some open spaces. I think though it should fit pretty nicely as a deforested type terrain map, maybe similar to Tyler's Agent Orange, so that should be pretty interesting. Last but not least is Apache Snow, which lies in the A Sao Valley. Operation Apache Snow ran from May 10th to June 7th, 1969, and included fighting over the infamous Hamburger Hill, aka Hill 937, in an attempt to maintain pressure on NVA units in the area. This upcoming map will feature the Arvin forces fighting to clear the NVA off another hill in the Asau Valley, and is a reimagining of the classic Red Orchestra 2 map Winterwald. It isn't quite ready for a reveal just yet, so stay tuned in the coming weeks as we continue to talk more about the upcoming additions and changes for update 1.3. I think it's fair to say that Winterwald was one of the most popular maps of RO2 with its limited visibility whiteout conditions. I'd be interested to see how it was translated into Rising Storm 2. We've had similar maps before where limited visibility was a factor. Widamis's custom map Mao comes to mind, and I suppose Asau to a lesser degree as well. Of course, the rehashing of old maps is going to bother a certain percentage of the community, as both Mekong and Dongha did not translate particularly well from Rising Storm 1 to Rising Storm 2. As Rising Storm 2 is a much faster paced game with no stamina restrictions, those smaller maps just did not play as well as they should have. As well as the conversion was, the gameplay is ultimately what will determine if a map sees play often or not. I understand that these map conversions were done by Kernel Interactive, not Tripwire or Antimatter Games. While we all have our favorites from Red Orchestra 2 and Rising Storm 1 that we would love to see come over into Rising Storm 2, I'd personally rather see maps created specifically for Rising Storm 2 rather than dressed up nostalgia. So that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think down below about the upcoming maps being ported over, the new weapons that are coming in patch 1.3 as well. Overall, it seems like a lot of stuff's coming and it's all free, so we can't really complain too much, but we still do. So if you enjoy this type of content and would like to see more, make sure you hit that sub button and ring that bell for me. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.